the traditional behavior that Chinese people observe when eating. Good dining etiquette and table manners can reflect a person's good cultivation and leave a good impression on the Chinese host or others. If you want to learn more about Chinese dining etiquette, it's best to watch this video. A panel of myself, Nura, Aider, and Aisha from class 11H will discuss about Chinese dining etiquette in several segments, including sitting order and table manner, communal eating, taboos, and ways to use chopsticks, and finally, etiquette for drinking and pouring tea. So, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's start!
Hi, my name is Muhammad Adil Arifin bin Ismail.
Hi everyone, my name is Nura Adila binti Abdurrahim.
Hi, my name is Siti Nazrita Aisyah binti Mama Anwar. You can call me Aisyah.
Hello, my name is Kyung Yu Hui. You can call me Q. Scene 1. A mother is cooking. After cooking, we all gathered around a long table and started eating.
Everyone, it's time to eat.
Yes, I believe we can eat.
At this time, Grandma was slowly coming to the dining table. Mother realized that Ada casually sat down and started eating. Then she starts to get mad.
Aidil, why don't you wait for me and your grandma to sit down and eat by yourself first? This is so rude.
Sorry mom, I should have waited for you and grandma to sit down first before we started eating.
So, what conclusions can we draw from scenario 1? Hi everyone, today I would like to talk about sitting order and table manners in Chinese tradition. Sitting order is based on seniority and organizational hierarchy. In general, the seat of honor or most senior member is usually the one in center, person is, or person the entrance. Next, I would like to talk about some table manners in Chinese etiquette. First, if the elder hasn't eaten, others should not begin to eat. The younger one should let the older ones eat first. Next, only after the elder or the guest of honor is seated, others can take their seat. The next one is, if there is food around your mouth, use a tissue or a napkin to wipe it, instead of licking it with your tongue. And when chewing food, do not make noises. It is best not to talk with others with your mouth full. Okay, and lastly, if you want to cough or sneeze, use your hand or handkerchief to cover your mouth. If you find something unpleasant in your mouth when chewing or picking in your throat, you should leave the dinner table and spit it out. Okay. However, there are two keys to teach young children table manners. One is repetition and the other one is demonstration. Young children don't develop good habits quickly. Therefore, parents need to set simple rules and then repeat them as many times a week as necessary until the child masters them. Parents need to be patient because it can take years for children to develop good habits. The second part is modeling, which is more difficult. This means parents must lead by example. Like it or not, children are learning table manners by observing their parents or elders' table manners. Do you want your child to eat slowly and politely rather than skipping portion size or nibbling directly from the packaging? Therefore, as a parent or elder, you must show them proper table manners. Do you want them to focus on enjoying their meal without being constantly interrupted by text message or phone calls? Do you want them to prioritize family conversation? Then as parent and or elders, you need to set an example, guide them with the correct table manners.
In short, sitting etiquette is a set of rules for sitting at the table. It is based on seniority and organizational hierarchy, with the elder usually sitting in the center of the table.
Scene 2. Mom was distributing the communal spoon to the plats, and everyone started eating from it.
Next, I would like to talk about what is communal eating. Communal eating is the practice of dining with others. Practice is centered on food and sharing time with the people who come together in order to share the meal and conversation. Apart from that, one of the communal eating practice is using serving utensils. By assigning a serving utensils to each dish, you can put food on everyone's plate without people using their own spoons or forks to grab the food directly. The serving utensils are placed in each food for you to take the food and put on your rice plate. We avoid using our personal cards tray, which has been in our mouths, to touch the food and share the dishes. Other than that, it's not only a good manners, it's also a sanitary approach too. It can also reduce the risk of cross-contamination. What is cross-contamination? Cross-contamination is the physical movement or transfer of harmful bacteria from one person, object, or place to another. Use separate plates and utensils for cooked and raw foods before you reusing them. Thoroughly clean and sanitize plates, utensils, and cutting boards that have come into contact with raw meat, poultry, seafood, and eggs. Chopping boards should be replaced if they are excessively scratched or damaged. Damaged chopping boards develop grooves that are hard to clean, making bacteria difficult to eliminate. Moreover, there are also some ways of using serving utensils correctly. First, use the serving utensil that is provided for each specific food item. If one food item happens to be contaminated and others are not, and you use the same spoon to serve it, then the cross-contamination them all. On the other hand, we also can keep the food taste from being mixed with other dishes. Therefore, we can enjoy the actual taste of every dish without spoiling it. In brief, when we all eat together, it is a traditional and good hygiene practice to use communal utensils and transfer food from a shared central place to one on personal plate.
Scene 3. Is playing with chopsticks while eating. He left his chopstick in the rice bowl and placed them vertically and was scolded by Grandma.
I feel you should place your chopstick vertically in the rice bowl.
Why, Grandma?
This is considered unlucky and it is reminiscent of the custom of burning in kids during morning.
I see, Grandma. What are the other taboos in dining etiquette when using chopsticks?
Well, there are a lot. First, don't point your chopstick at others. This is seen as a sign of disrespect. And do not tap your chopstick on cutlery or bowl, as this is seen as begging. Other than that, don't suck your chopstick. It is regarded as rude behavior. Don't use chopstick of varying lengths. In Chinese culture, chopsticks of varying lengths are reminiscent of funerals and are considered unlucky. And lastly, don't drop your chopstick on purpose. It is impolite to drop your chopstick, especially when eating with elders. In addition to the things you need to pay attention when using chopstick in dining etiquette, there are also the correct way to use chopstick. Place the first chopstick between the pointer finger and thumb, then rest it on the right finger. Second, place the second chopstick between the pointer finger and thumb, rest it on the middle finger. Use the thumb, pointer, and middle fingers to grab the second chopstick firmly. Index and middle finger do the lifting. Use index and middle finger to close chopstick over food.
I see, Grandma. I've gained knowledge. Thank you, Grandma.
Welcome, dear.
Chopsticks are a pair of equal-length sticks that have been used as a kitchen and eating utensil in much of East and Southeast Asia for the more than 3,000 years. They are held in dominant hand, secure in the fingers, and waved as an extension of the hand to pick up food. The earliest chopsticks were used for cooking, stir-frying, serving, and picking up vegetables rather than as tableware. One of the reasons is that before the Han Dynasty, millet was the main food in parts of North China, North Korea, Japan, and other places. Although they use chopsticks to cook, they eat the millet porridge with a spoon. As a result, the use of chopsticks in the kitchen continues to this day. By the Han Dynasty, as rice consumption increased, chopsticks began to use as tableware. It was not until the Ming Dynasty that chopsticks began to be used exclusively for serving and eating. They then acquired the name of chopstick or knife and its present shape. To sum up, chopsticks are used and eating utensils. Mastering chopsticks and their etiquette reflect a person's education and cultivation. Scene 4. After the meal, they were drinking tea. Either serves tea to the elders. So, what are the etiquette for drinking and pouring tea? Hot tea is almost always served at the end of the meal or immediately after diners are seated. It can be drunk leisurely without milk. A fervent thank you or 谢谢 may be offered to the person or server who refused the drink. When pouring tea from those around you, it is polite to hold the handle of the teapot with your right hand and place your left hand on the tea. This shows you respect the person you are pouring the drink for and prevents the lid from falling off. The youngest should serve everyone the tea. Pour tea for all the people first and yourself last. After pouring the tea, put the teapot down and make sure the pouring end is not pointing at anyone and the handle should always face you. A cup of tea should not be served too full, at most 80% of the teacup, because the tea is hot. If it is poured too full, it may overflow to burn the elders' or guests' hands. However, the water should not be too hot to prevent elders or guests from accidentally drinking it and burning their tongues. When serving tea, hold the cup in your right hand and hand it to the elders or guests with a smile. Nonetheless, Chinese tea etiquette also pays attention to the way to drink tea. The first sip of drinking tea should be small. The second sip is the largest or main sip, and the third is to enjoy the aftertaste and empty the cup. Moreover, drinking tea before meals can dilute saliva, make meals tasteless, and temporarily reduce the ability of your digestive organs to absorb protein. Therefore, it is recommended to drink it about 15 to 20 after a meal. Apart from that, water and non-alcoholic beverage may be consumed and served at any time. Nevertheless, on formal occasions, alcohol may be consumed during toast. A simple toast may be followed by a sip of wine or a group of beer. but 白酒 toast usually ends with a 干杯. Literally, 干杯 means dry up or to drink a toast in Mandarin. 干杯 is the Chinese word that is equivalent to the English word cheers, but with slightly different implication. This is a common behavior among Chinese people when dining for social and business purpose. Chinese culture, the more you drink, the more respect you show to the person, no matter if you are toasting or being toasted. In a nutshell, understanding tea etiquette and being polite and respectful when drinking tea in any restaurant, home or tea house not only reflects a person's good cultivation but also brings us pleasantness and peacefulness from tea.
Okay, that's all from us.
Bye.